A Mesa couple dedicated to helping the families of first responders is now in need of help too after a fire gutted their home. It's our top story on the 4. I'm Heather Myers.
And I'm Anna Laurel in for Carlo Chiquetto. CBS 8's Kelly Has It All joins us live from La Mesa with their story. And Kelly, I understand the homeowner is a San Diego police sergeant.
That's right. He has been on the force for more than 18 years. His wife is a former dispatcher. So the fire broke out here at their home here behind me on Friday night. Workers fenced it off today. I can tell you from the outside, it actually doesn't look too bad, but on the inside, it is a much different story. Now, surveillance cameras were rolling when this fire started. Take a look.
I was with my wife. We were having dinner late in the evening, and we started smelling smoke.
You can see the smoke pouring out of the garage and filling their kitchen. STPD Sergeant Nguyen told his wife Sarah to gather their pets and get out.
As I opened the garage door, I immediately saw a fire in the dryer.
He used a fire extinguisher to put out what he could in the dryer, but the fire had already spread.
And actually seeing it in surveillance camera footage of how quickly it happened is pretty nuts, because at the time, it felt like it took forever.
Well, this place has seen better days.
Here's cell phone video he took after the fire was out. From top to bottom, flames touched everything. Their home of the last 7 years, covered in ashes.
With my line of work, I respond to a lot of structure fires. I respond to a lot of kind of the worst moments of people's lives. And there's a certain detachment that I have from that because it's my job. When it happens to me, it's very sobering. It kind of brings it all back home. These are familiar.
Sergeant Nguyen's wife, Sarah, a former dispatcher turned whiskey influencer, runs a charity to raise money for families of fallen first responders.
Our entire business was set up in there.
All of her work and supplies are now gone.
This was one of the first bottles or single barrels that our charity had done for fallen Sacramento County Sheriff's Deputy Adam Gibson.
Their home was built back in the 1940s, and because of asbestos and lead in it, now anything that was salvaged must be decontaminated, which can be expensive.
You can still smell the smoke. This is a family photo album that my little sister had created for us. When my parents came over from Vietnam after the war, we literally just had ourselves. So some of this stuff has very sentimental value.
Sergeant Nguyen just grateful he, his wife, and his pets made it out alive. And they do plan to rebuild here, but it's going to be at least a year before they're able to move back in. They are staying with friends right now. They do have a GoFundMe page set up. If you would like to help out, just go to CBS8.com and click on this story. Heather and Anna?
Yeah, I know, Kelly, that this couple has done so much for fallen first responders. You mentioned the charity that his wife runs, the First Responder Whiskey Society. Tell us a little bit more about that and how we can help them too.
Yeah, absolutely. So they basically raise money for these families of fallen first responders by selling whiskey, and then they take that money and give it to, directly to these families. They tell me that there were, 500 to 600 bottles of whiskey inside their house. Unfortunately, it didn't go up in flames, but because of the contamination from the lead and asbestos, they can no longer use it. He talked about some of those custom bottles, though, for these fallen first responders, that they have a lot of memories attached to them, and we have also a link to their website as well on our homepage at CBS8.com.
So many sentimental things that he was going through that you shared with us, Kelly. Thank you so much for sharing that story. And just like him, when you see the video of that fire, how quickly that really got out of control, black smoke pouring into the kitchen.
Yeah,
that's chilling.
That was alarming. Just enough time to get them and their pets out. That's pretty much it.